Before SteveWillDoIt would join forces with the boys of Nelk and start kicking it with the likes of Bradley Martin, FaZe Rug, David Dobrik, Machine Gun Kelly, Dan Bilzerian, Riley Reid, and Bradley Martin's dog. Before SteveWillDoIt would clock in 1.8 million followers on Instagram and break a record, being one of the fastest channels to climb to 1 million subscribers.
I'm calling it right now. Steve is going to be the fastest growing channel on YouTube. No one's doing it like Steve.
Let's go.
Than us, Steven. Let's go.
Let's go.
Before SteveWillDoIt would get into some DM discussions with Demi Lovato.
As well, I thought I was a pro too. She thought she was a pro heroin user. Look how that turned out. Ha 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 ha. I just wanted to reach out because it can happen when you least expect it. Be careful and thank you for not taking this wrong way. All love.
Now, just last week, we dropped an updated video on the boys in Nelk, and it didn't take long for Steve's brother to hit me up in the DMs with some new information. Now, he also told me that I butchered the family name. How embarrassing. SteveWillDoIt was born Steven DeLeonardis. He was born on August 26, 1998 in small town Oviedo, Florida, not far from Orlando. Now, it appears he has a brother named Max. I don't know if they're brothers, they got a similar nose. Now, according to his brother Rocco, I was right about the nose. Apparently it runs in the family. But that dude Max, that's his cousin, not his brother. Now, it's been a wild come up for SteveWillDoIt. As recent as 2018, he was sitting on 50,000 followers on Instagram, but that don't mean he hadn't been putting in the work for some time. Now, there exists old videos from 2013 which feature a young Steve collaborating with another YouTuber by the name of Shoe Nice, and this was a Whopper eat-off competition. Now, Steve got slaughtered in this early eat-off, but it was the starting of him figuring out what kind of content would work best for him for his small growing audience on Instagram at the time. Now, after a brief stint as a competitive bodybuilder, well, his life took a crazy and unexpected change when one of his drinking videos caught the attention of Kyle from Nelk. Now, the two, they talked in the DMs, and next thing you know, well, he was joining the boys of Nelk as they took over the world. Like, literally. See what they did out in Italy? Nuts. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden taking a deeper dive into the come-up story of SteveWillDoIt. Here for you, of course, on Before They're Famous. Now, in our last video, we suggested a video on MTV Pat, and I've had someone from our team reach out to him, so hopefully we can get that done for you later this week. Now, the boys, they're making big moves in Hollywood, so kudos to them, and they've actually got a new house. My girlfriend Kara, she took a crack at doing a house tour for the boys in Nelk, and we'll be posting that on our second channel. I'll leave a link down below. Actually, we'll roll a clip at the end of this video. All right, now let's get into SteveWillDoIt. That sounded weird. SteveWillDoIt was born Steven DeLeonardis. Now, just to make sure I'm saying this correctly.
DeLeonardis.
Now, he was born on August 26, 1998. Now, according to Steve's brother Rocco, well, Steve's middle name is also Rocco. So I guess his dad, he just really likes that name. Now, he's got a little sister named Brianna, and as I mentioned, an older brother Rocco. Now, the family, they have a pair of pit bulls named Warren and Jack, who share an Instagram page under the handle WarrenWillDoIt. And the dogs ain't doing bad. Like, together they got 13,000 followers. Pretty cool. Now, there's also his cousin Max, who we spoke about in the last video, who is the son of Steve's dad's twin brother. Shout out to Max. Now, Rocco told me that big sniffers, they run in the family. And based on the family's surname,
DeLeonardis,
one would presume that the family is of Italian descent. Also, it would make sense because Steve, well, that guy, he likes his giant pizzas. Now, he grew up in the small town of Oviedo, Florida, just outside of Orlando, which has been ranked by several publications as one of the best places to live in the US. Now, his brother Rocco, he currently works at Direct Wholesale Auto in Orlando, and it looks like a pretty banging place. They got some really good deals. There's like, you get a whole new car for like $4 grand. It also looks like he sold his brother a nice little whip as of recent. Now, way back in 2017, his brother Rocco, he had some kind of run-in with the law. But we're talking about some good old Florida boys, so I'm gonna assume that's pretty normal from them parts. Like, they weren't on bath salts, so it's a good day. Now, that same year, Steve, he also picked up some charges himself for possession of marijuana, drug possession, and driving with a suspended license. Now, he would be only 18 or 19 at the time, and he picked himself up this beauty of a mugshot. Now, prior to getting mixed up with the police, it's evident that a young Steve, he wanted to be an online entertainer, and he filmed a video of him competing in the Cinnamon Challenge. Next up was his meetup with Shoe Nice in Daytona Beach. This was in 2013, and the two challenged one another to a Whopper eat-off. This is actually my first time hearing about Shoe Nice, but he's described as the man who will eat anything for fame. Now, in the years since, he's become a pretty big fan of SteveWillDoIt. He's even taken a bite out of him. Kinda.
Hey everyone, Shoe Nice again. The next person I'm eating is SteveWillDoIt. One of them's gotta be right.
I'm actually happy to hear that Shoe Nice, he doesn't know how to say his last name either.
De Leonardis.
Now, if you want to Before They Were Famous on Shoe Nice, let me know in the comments down below. Now, it appears that the healthiest man on earth, he got big into fitness during his high school years. The guy even entered himself into a bodybuilding competition. Now, the oldest video that exists on Steve's Instagram account is a video of him attempting to eat 100 Wendy's nuggets. Unfortunately, he only ate 84, but he did it in 10 minutes. Then his tummy told him he had to call it quits.
Let's get it.
1, 2,
Shoot for 5
3,
minutes.
go.
Holy shit.
Drink liquids last. That fills you up. Or dunk your nuggets. Like, you know, like the hot dog people dunk their shit in water. What nugget's that?
A lot of noise.
Already given full?
Yeah.
Next up was a bottle of hot sauce, which he chugged with no hands.
It's like I'm about to
Alright,
No, I'm not trying. Alright.
1, 2, get it.
3, 2, 1, Shoe Nice. Texas Pete hot sauce.
Now, some of his more popular videos were him doing bong hits, also him chugging beers and bottles of booze, but for some reason, them videos, they kept getting deleted. Now, we would find out soon enough that he was posting these videos while underage. And over on Instagram, while on a trip to the UK, he posted the following. My 21st birthday is Monday. Crazy to think I started my following making underage drinking videos on probation. Praise be to the liquor. I smell a Sandstorm brewing. Now, the first appearance on the Nelk channel that I could find, it happened in October of 2018 when the boys, they paid a trip to UCLA. And from there, well, SteveWillDoIt's Instagram, it ballooned up to 200,000 followers.
Everybody who lives in going to test every single, I'm going to test all 7.4 million. So if I, for example, this is the standard.
Yo, do you want one? You want a beer? Yeah. Cheers, buddy.
They should be rated 6. So like slightly younger girls, if they watch this aggressive model, they're going to show participants that's a problem. What else is a problem? Yeah. I Googled private school girls. So, and if you did that, it's very hard to say that all children everywhere behave. It doesn't apply to the rest of the kids in the world, but it's strictly assigned to one group and half were assigned to the other. Every person in the population, in the whole entire population that you want to study, so every 3 and 6-year-old.
Honestly, I'm way too sauced for this. I'm dropping out. This conversation's killing me. I'm dropping out. There's no chance I'm having kids too anyway, so.
From there on out, he's been an unofficial member of the crew, and he made the move full-time to LA. Now, he hasn't been allowed access into Canada, but he has toured with the boys to Europe. Now, he has kickstarted his own YouTube channel, and although it quickly received a few strikes and was temporarily set to private, well, he's still posting content on there each week. and every video it clocks in over 1 million views. Now it appears the boys, they've also gotten themselves a house out in LA, and my girlfriend Kara, well, she does house tours on her second channel, so let's roll a clip of her talking about their new pad.
According to Instagram, the Nelk Boys moved into a new Los Angeles mansion just last month, and of course they're calling it the Full Send House.
Boys, let's go! Full set out, baby!
Clearly, they're already enjoying the mansion and throwing house parties with hot chicks. They've mostly only shown off the outside of the house on social media and the pool, which is huge, but online sources have shown the listing photos, and we can see what the interior looks like a bit.
Alright, for Kara's full video, you can check out our second channel. It's titled Famous Entertainment. Be sure to subscribe to that one. If you're new here, subscribe to this one. If you haven't subscribed to Steve Will Do It, be sure you do that as well. And as for the rest of the story, well, I'm going to wrap this one up here because this is Before They Were Famous. My name is Michael McCrudden. We make all sorts of celebrity videos here for you guys on this channel. You gotta let me know who's next in the comments down below. And boom! See you in another video. And Steve, I know you're watching this. Show me some love online. Give it a tweet, for God's sakes. You guys are partying out there. You don't even send me an invite. The least you could do is retweet. Thank you. Or don't.
De Leonardis.